Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2024. This is the Warrington Town save and we're on part 4 today, which is the first friendly of the new season. So we'll look at that in just a moment. But first of all, the 8 signings that we got in yesterday's episode have been integrated into the team. So you can see on the goalkeeper page here that the 2 in orange are the new players. Then we go along and we can see Jake Cartwright there, that's another new one in the DL. In the DC, we've got Easton Evans. Then we've got Joseph Cunningham as a DR. Billy Brooks as an MC. Amari Brown as a right midfielder. And Luke Chapman as a striker. So that's all 8 we've put in there. So what we're going to do first of all, we're going into the squad because as we've put players in, we need players out. So into the senior squad we go. Still leaving this in alphabetical order for now. Now what I've done, I've put players in pink here for a while, just so I can remove people that we're not going to use anymore. This is Dan Atherton. This was our top point goalkeeper until we had signed these 2 yesterday. So Dan Atherton. Into transfer status. We'll make him transfer listed. He is worth around £5,000, but I think to get him out of the club, we're going to need to leave him unspecified. And we're going to go loan status, available for loan. And again, we'll leave the amount of wages unspecified. Continue that. He's listed now as transfer and loan. And we're going to remove him from the squad and put him down to the under-18s. Into the DL, you can see that Lewis Sinnott there is now our number 4 because a player that is senior can only play for the seniors. He can't play for the under-21s and the under-18s. So that 243 is not good enough for the first 2 at the team. So Lewis Sinnott, and remember he does not have a contract. So it's going to be very easy to let him go. So Lewis now again into contract this time, as he doesn't have one. Release on a free. Alright, so that's him now gone from the club. That will save us 100 in wages every week. Now, the next one we're going to look at is a DC here. This is Keelan Darkwa, and he will now go back to the youth. And there he is. So into development, move to the under-18 squad. And that's that. He's done. Into the DC. Now at last, because we had signed somebody else here, we can now remove Declan Walker. So Declan, transfer status, we're going to make him, loan status, we're going to make him available for loan, and we're going to transfer list him, confirm, you'll see all that change there, and move him to the under-18s, because he won't play for the top squad as long as he plays for the club. Right, moving into ML, nothing's changed there. MC, we've got a couple here. Darcy Symington will go back into the under 18 squad. So that's him gone. And then Paddy Kay would have gone to the youth squad, but because he's now 17 years of age, it means that he can go out on loan. And he's on 100 wages per week. So we'll see if we can recoup some of this. I can't seem to find him for some unknown reason. Let's have a look in the under 18s. Had I already moved him? Yes, I had. There we go. So Paddy Kay, transfer status. He can actually be transfer listed, so we will do that as well, and we will make him available for loan. So we will leave him down in the under 18s, and we'll move on now to MR, where we have one we need to move, which is Hugh O'Connor, and Hugh O'Connor will go back to the under 18s. There he is. So we'll move him to the under 18 squad. And strikers, yeah, we got one to move back here as well, and that is Paul Bowden. And we'll put him in the under 18s. Right, so that's everything done there. Back to the under 18 squad. You can now see by looking that everyone in here is either been listed or they're a youth player. So that's everyone done there. Then moving back to the senior squad, our 8 new players should all be here. There's Billy Brooks, there's Amiri Brown, Jake Cartwright, Luke Chapman, James, wrong one, was it the wrong one? Yeah, so that's Jason Cunningham, I think. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the new players. That's Easton Evans, 6. Matthew Laycock, 7. And Alfie Roberts is 8. So that's our 8 players that are now in our senior squad. And what we're going to do next is set up our friendly and who is going to start. So we'll go to the tactics screen. Now the players that are going to start are going to be the highest points. So 310 will be Matthew Laycock. And on the bench will be the number 2 there, Alfie Roberts. Now, I don't know if anyone's seen any of my videos before, but what I do in friendlies, I play the first team for 45 minutes. And then in the second half, I play the second team. So nobody plays more than 45 minutes, unless there's an injury or sending off, maybe. DL will be Jake Cartwright, and it will be Andy White that makes the bench. So So Jake Cartwright here, that's our second signing that goes straight into the team. And we're going to have Andy White here. So that's 2 positions done. Now we're going to move into the DC. So the first one we're going to have, and as we know, he's 41 years old. It's going to be Peter Clark. He's still the highest numbers. And Iastin Evans will also play, and that's one of our new players that we signed yesterday. So that's where they'll start. And on the bench will be the next 2 down, which will be Tom Hannigan and Evan Gums. So there's Tom Hannigan and Evan Gums. Right, now we're looking for our right defender. And this is going to be Andre Wisdom, who's still at the club, and Mitch Duggan will make the bench. So Andre Wisdom, just making sure there, yeah. Mitch Duggan will make the bench. Now, even though we did buy Joseph Cunningham, he's sitting there in 3rd place at the moment, but we are expecting Andre Wisdom to leave the club. Right, moving into the left side of midfield, we can see that our highest here is an accomplished player, and the 2 underneath this are competent. So we have Matty Grivosky, there. We still need to buy people in this position, but if they're not available, you can't buy them. Then we've got Kevin Moulton Bryant, who's going to be our backup there. That's that position done. And we're going into MC, where we're going to start off with Jay Harris and Sean Williams. There's Jay Harris. And the other one we want is Sean Williams. Which we've got to be honest, I can't even see there. There he is. As the screen keeps coming out of sort of not focus, but lighter to darker, it's because where I'm sitting, the sun keeps coming out and going back in and going back in again and back out again. So I can't see everything as well as I normally do. Right, on the right side of midfield, we have our new player here, Amari Brown, that will start. Now, I say these players are going to start. We're going to put them all in as we want them to play, but then what we need to do after is have a look at the overall condition. And everybody at the moment, normally on the first day, unless they're injured badly, are normally at peak fitness. And going to be second here will be Connor Woods. So he will be on the bench. But just as I got sidetracked by the sun there, Harrison Williams that start in the centre of midfield. The ones that will be on the bench will be the new boy Billy Brooks and Bohan Dixon. So Billy Brooks will go here. Bohan Dixon. And don't forget, this team would never have played together. So even though we're playing a lower league ranked side, it will be difficult because no one's played the formation before, these tactics. So it will be difficult. But this is what I said to you at the start in part 1, that it will take time to change the squad and get it where we want to get it. But whether we got that time to do it is another thing. Because we know the sack's only just maybe 10 games away. Right, Luke Chapman will start up front. That's another one of our new players. And our last one of the starting 11 will be Josh Amis. So that's the 11 players done. And we just need now to add another 2 players into the team that will come on at the second half, the second 11. We got Buckley Ricketts and Buckley. So let's start with Buckley Ricketts. There's Buckley Ricketts. So he'll go on the bench. And the last player that's going to go on the bench will be Jordan Buckley. Right, so that's our 11 to start there. And the 11 that will come on at half time. We do include 1 youth player on the bench and 1 player that is out of contract. Now going into condition here, it's not so important in friendlies, but you can see that everybody here is in green. So when you click on them, everyone really will have peak fitness on the day back. But of course, when you look at this side with match sharpness, it's all going to be orange and red until they start playing some friendlies. So let's move the game on now to the friendly here. Warrington taking on Drawsden. And there's the team that we've put in. That's everybody else in the top team. Obviously, Lewis Simmock there we released, so that's why he's illegible. And we'll submit the team. Now, we know it says we've only got 11 substitutes from 15. I don't bother with the other 4, but of course, they're there to put in the squad if you want to. I don't really take any notice of what players say, but everyone seems to be satisfied with that. And now we're going to the match. And we will watch both halves. So the teams are warming up. Now, while you're in the dressing room, normally they would want you to sort of improve the chances of the players, G them up a bit, and we're going to be putting something like, we're favourites here and I want us to play like it. Doesn't really matter what you put, you never get any reaction from these players anyway. And that's it, we're ready for kick-off. And away we go. Droylsden kick off in their red strip. Now what I will do, I will leave this at the normal speed just so we can watch a few of our players. We're expected to win this, but Droylsden were a good team before they went skint and came back again. So I'm not going to say we will beat these. Keep an eye on the left-hand side here for the match stats. The XG is important, and the shots, of course, corners. I'll turn the sound down in the background of the crowd because it can get very loud when it comes out on video. And also keep an eye on this Peter Clark because, as I say, 41 years of age. Where's he going to be at half time? But Droylsden with the first attack of the game there, that goes wide. And we've managed to pick up a yellow card in the 13th minute there, Jay Harris. But it's a level game at the moment, 2 shots apiece. The XG 0.07 each. That's a corner to Warrington. Sean Williams going to float this one across. And away it goes. Back in with Williams. Cartwright. Oof. Shoots from a distance there, but didn't really trouble the keeper. And of course, Jake Cartwright out of position there. Really should be as a DL, but got a good strike on him. But 35 minutes gone, still Warrington Town 0, Droylsden 0. There's another corner. Sean Williams will float this one across again. Cartwright, Chapman. That's over the bar. So nothing too exciting. And that's over the bar by Amari Brown. So at least some of these new players are playing quite well. You can see there that Jake Cartwright, 7.1, the top rated player in the first half. With 5 minutes to go. And Cartwright with the throw in. All off the post this time. So we're beginning to improve. 7 shots to 3. And with a couple of minutes to go, it's Droylsden coming forward now. And that's given away. Cartwright's in a lot of the ball. Harris. Oh, Amos. Unlucky header there. So I've been quite impressed with the first half with the new signings. But we've got a lot to build yet. A lot to build on. And this is what I said about playing lower league opposition to start with. And that's half time. So let's go back to the dressing room. And we'll go, we can still win this. Keep working hard and it will come. Now we're going down to tactics. This is where we're going to take all of our first team players off. And we're going to put our second 11 on. And obviously, this is the second half now where I think, ooh, have we got any chance? We'll soon find out our fate. So I say, remember this for all friendlies. Don't play players out for 90 minutes, especially if you had a game coming up in a few days. Just play 45 minutes. All we want to do is just watch them to start with. And of course, once this game is over, we'll finish for the day on this. And then in our next episode, we will be back again looking to buy players. Right, so that's everybody on now from the second 11. And if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment and a like. And we're ready now for the second half. The only problem when you've got 11 in the first and 11 in the second is if you get a red card or anything to that effect, a bad injury, you've got nobody to bring on, you'll be down to 10 men, but so be it. So Warrington get us underway in the second half. Oh, we got a goal. Connor Woods. This is another player who's out of position. Doesn't play naturally as an MR, was he, or an ML? See, when you're just about learning the players' names, there it is, yeah. Yeah, so it's an MR at the moment. So that puts Warrington Town 1-0 in front. And away come Drawsden. Out comes Alfie Roberts. That was our second goalkeeper that we bought. And now Buckley's been left with the ball up front. And a good tackle. But playing quite well the second half, Warrington. And that's Duggan moving it up to White at the halfway line. And Buckley a chance again. and the defender this time gets in the way. It's another chance for Warrington, and Alfie Roberts will claim that. Mm-hmm. 11 shots to 3, so we're doing pretty well there. 4 corners to 0, and we're closing into that XG of 1. And the pass rate is good also. But we are down on possession, 43-57. Moving the ball around nicely at the moment. Connor Woods. Duggan tries to get Buckley up front. And this time it goes to the other Buckley. And a good save from the keeper, and that's now a corner to Warrington. So yeah, Buckley Ricketts with the chance there. The corner comes across. It's still there, Brooks. And it's hit away. And Warrington will claim that. So just 7 minutes gone in the second half. Warrington Town 1, Droylsden 0. But we've got some players here that are doing quite well on the ratings. Andy White now 7.1, Connor Woods 7.3. That's a free kick there to Droylsden, but away by Warrington. Brooks down this left-hand side. Gets the ball across, but the keeper will claim that. So Hughes with the long kick upfield. And plenty of defence playing a high line at the moment, Warrington. That's Dixon, back to White. Huxley Ricketts. Billy Brooks out, White. Back down the line. And that's 2-0. Isaac Buckley Ricketts puts Warrington Town 2-0 in front. And that was a good move. And every player at the moment still seems to be okay condition-wise. So 14 shots to 3. Playing really well here at the moment. And the 2 goals have come from players already at the club. White again looking for his 3rd assist and gets it. Jordan Buckley on the end of that makes it Warrington Town 3, Droylsden 0. So to think we went in at 0-0 half time, and 12 or 13 minutes into the second half, we've already scored 3 goals. There's still plenty of time to go in the second half. Poor free kick there from Drorsden. Duggan will collect that. And back to Roberts. So nothing to show you from either keeper in both of these halves that we've bought. Not really been tested yet. It's Drorsden now on the attack. A long drive there over the bar. So as I say, in the next episode, we will be looking to sign some more new players. What you have to do now is we've looked for everyone between 15 and 20 years of age. We have to increase to 21 to see if we can find anyone else that wants to come. And of course, we've got to see how much money we've got left to spend. So 2/3 of the game now gone, or 3/4 maybe, 3/4 of the game gone. And another wasted chance from Drorsden, way over the bar. So 15 shots to 4, 5 corners to 0. 4 of our shots were on target, and the XG we got at the moment is 1.52. We're closing in on possession with 47-53. So unless we sign anyone before the next friendly, if we don't have anybody that's injured, you'll see the same first team out again in the next friendly. And this side now you're seeing will come on again at half time. Drorsden getting a few shots together at the moment. That was another wide one. And a corner to Drorsden, the first one of the match. And that header's gone over the bar. So the game sits at 3-0 Warrington. And Alfie Roberts has now got a rating of 7. So he's playing quite well. I'm quite impressed with Alfie Roberts. He comes out when he has to, hasn't made any mistakes. Long kick upfield this time. Oof, and that was unlucky there. Buckley Ricketts. And we've got just over 15 minutes still to play. Now don't forget, if you end up not being able to find anyone else for the team, you can go down the loan route. I don't really like doing it because at the end of the season you've got to give them back. And there's no guarantee that the following season they'll let you have that player again. But that's if we can't find anybody, we will have to go down the loan route. Because at the moment, the squad that we've got is way off what we need it to be. And again, out comes Alfie Roberts to claim that one. I bought two young keepers here. Both look okay at the moment. Buckley Ricketts, another chance, but deflects off a Droylsden player. This time it's a corner. 9 minutes left to play. This time the corner's headed away. So those 3 goals in the second half all come between a 12-minute period. But that's putting the game to bed very quickly. If I had a choice, I'd rather have seen the first team win 3-0 by half-time and the second team draw 0-0. But Droylsden on the attack now, Wedgwood. And something Johnny Wilkinson would have been proud of there, way over. Warrington Town 3, Droylsden 0 as we approach the final 5 minutes. And as I say, after this friendly, we'll go to the dressing room and just tell the team's been. And what a free kick there by Billy Brooks. Curls it round the wall, straight in the goal. And that's Warrington Town 4, Droylsden 0. Look at the curl on this. Gets it round. The keeper doesn't really move. And that was a good free kick there by Billy Brooks. 18 shots to 9. As I say, we'll go to the dressing room after this. Then we will finish. And in the next episode, we will be hunting for new talent. And young talent at that. So we're into injury time here. There is 3 minutes added on. And that's pretty much it now. White with the throw. Giving away a chance for Droylsden in the last minute. And it's wide of the top corner. And this will be the last action, I would think. And the full-time whistle goes. And a nice start. Warrington Town 4, Droylsden 0. We'll go into the dressing room for the final time. And we'll go, I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. Everyone's happy. Everyone's played. Don't forget, out of those 22. Continue. And that is basically it. Let's have a look down here at the transfers first of all. We can see that Declan Walker has attracted 8 offers and Paddy Kay has attracted 3 offers. We'll go back to the inbox. Lewis Sinnott has been released. The offers that have been made here are transfers for Declan Walker. So what I will do here is accept the transfers, accept all transfer offers. and what are we offering here? 90%, 80%, and we'll reject all loan offers. So hopefully he will sell. And again here, Paddy K, all three of these are transfer offers. That's that done. And there we can see the result, the demolition, so it says, of Droylsden. And one more thing I want to have a look at before we leave is just going to the scouting. You can see at the moment we've got £193. I do averagely try and spend around £50 per player. But because we've got 2 transfers in the balance, we've got Declan Walker, which is on £150 per week, and Paddy K is on £100 a week, so that's 250 that we could add to the 193, so 443 would be handy, especially at the start of this save we had 499 to spend and bought 8 players with it. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to save the game as, and we're now going to call this Warrington Town. I'll call it part 4 because that's what it was, and we'll save the game. And if you did enjoy that, as I said before, sign up, subscribe, leave a comment and a like, and we will see you tomorrow for episode 5. Thanks again and enjoy the rest of your day.